Hello, Storytime friends. I'm so glad to see you today. Are you ready to sing hello to me? Let's get our hand out and let's sing, hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. Hello, how do you do? It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you at Storytime. And today we're going to talk about this letter. What's that? You're right. It's a capital letter Y. And letter Y is the second last letter of the ABCs. We have done so many letters. Let's draw a capital letter Y in the air with our finger. Let's start, first of all, and we'll make sort of a small V first. We'll make a small straight line down and another small straight line down, and then a longer straight line straight down to the bottom to make this capital letter Y. That's great. Would you like to know how to sign the letter Y? It's a good one. So show me your whole hand. Show me all your fingers like that. Spread them out a little bit and take your middle 3 fingers and put them down so that just your thumb and your baby finger are sticking out. That's how you sign the letter Y, just like that. Should we do all the letters that we know? There's a lot of them. We know a lot of them. Are you ready to sign? Shake your hand, loosen it up. Okay, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and now today, Y. So great. Good job. Let's find the Y and let's sing hooray for Y. Let's sing hooray for Y. Let's sing hooray for Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. Let's sing hooray for Y. It's a great letter. Shall we look at some pictures about things that maybe have a Y in them? Let's see. What do I have? Ooh, look at this one. What is this person doing? Yawning. Is anyone tired today? If you're tired, sometimes you start yawning. And we have found at the library that if one person yawns, everybody yawns. It's like yawns are contagious. And you catch it. A yawn. Do you want to sing about yawn? Let's sing. A yawn starts with Y. A yawn starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. A yawn starts with Y. That's yawning. Tired. What else do I have? Oh, I have a lot of things today. Do you know what this is, my friends? Do you know what that is? A yo-yo. It's a fun toy. You hold it with the string on your finger like this, and you float it up and down, and it's really neat. It's really a neat toy to see. It's fun to try. I've heard that people can do tricks with their yo-yos too. Pretty neat. Let's sing about a yo-yo. Let's sing. A yo-yo starts with Y. A yo-yo starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. A yo-yo starts with Y. Fun. What else do I have? Ooh, look at this. What color is this? Yellow. You are right. Yellow is a really nice Y word. And do you know how to sign yellow? You just make a Y and shake it. Yellow. Yellow. That's one way to sign yellow. Yellow. Let's sing about yellow. Let's sing. Yellow starts with Y. Yellow starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. Yellow starts with Y. It's a very pretty color. Do you know most of my walls in my house are painted yellow because I love yellow. Such a nice color. That's a good one. Ooh, look at this one. Do you know what that is? What does that look like to you? Does that look like a cup of yogurt? Well, it is. Yogurt is a Y word. It's a great Y word. It's a yummy Y word. Does anyone like to eat yogurt? So do I. I love yogurt. Do you know how to sign yogurt? Make your hand into the little cup of yogurt and make the Y sign and use it like a spoon to eat your yogurt. That's how you sign yogurt. Yum. I had yogurt at breakfast time today. I did. Yum. Let's sing about yogurt. Let's sing. Yogurt starts with Y. Yogurt starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. Yogurt starts with Y. Yum. Yum is a Y word. That's funny. What is this one? Oh yeah. What does this look like to you? Is this person sitting outside somewhere? Maybe in their backyard? This is a yard. I'm sitting in my yard right now. Do you have a yard? Lots of people have a yard. The sign for yard is you kind of take your hands and open them up like this and then put your fingers across your nose. It's like you're in your backyard smelling the grass. That's how you sign yard. Yard. It's beautiful in my yard right now. That's why I'm sitting in it. Let's sing about yard. A yard starts with Y. A yard starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. A yard starts with Y. That is a good Y word. That's my last one. Oh yeah. Look at this. Look at this. What is this? Do you know? These are the knitting needles, but what is this? We call it yarn. Yarn. I love yarn. I like to do a lot of things with yarn, like knitting. I'm going to show you my knitting. Do you know how to make the sign for yarn? You kind of hold your hand in a ball and take your pinky finger and go around your ball of yarn and make it come out. Yarn. That's yarn. Yarn. That is the sign for yarn. I'm going to show you my knitting because I have it here. I'm knitting two things right now. Both a shawl. Both both shawls, scarves. So here's the first one. You see? And here's my knitting needles, and here's my yarn coming out. I have sort of pink yarn and gray yarn, and when it's finished, it'll kind of be like this around your neck. Keep my neck warm. Actually, this one is for my mom, and it'll keep her neck warm when it's fall or winter. And then I have another one that I'm making for myself, and it looks like this. See? And I have yarn. I have gray yarn and very light pink yarn, and it'll go around my neck sort of like that when I'm finished. But I've got a long way to go yet on both of them. I have lots of knitting to do. Should we sing about yarn? Let's sing. Yarn starts with Y. Yarn starts with Y. Let's sing hooray for Y today. Yarn starts with Y. Very good. Now, would you like to get your magical fingers out? And I will get the magical book bag out, and let's see if we can make some magic happen. How about that? All right. Here it is right here. Magic book bag. Do you have magical fingers? Can you get them out? Can you wiggle them like that? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And when I count to 3, you send me the magic. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, poof. I think that was a lot of magic. Let's see. Ooh, look at this one. Haha. Extra Yarn by Mac Barnett, illustrated by John Clausen. Extra yarn. We were just talking about yarn. I can always use some extra yarn. Let's see what this story's about. I'll move my chair so I can show you the pictures better. And let's see. All right, So at the very front page it says, "This looks like an ordinary box full of ordinary yarn, but it turns out it isn't." Ooh, mysterious. Let's see. Extra yarn. Okay, it's kind of dark pictures. On a cold afternoon in a cold little town where everywhere you looked was either white of snow or the black of soot from chimneys, Annabelle found a box filled with yarn of every color. So she went home and knit herself a sweater. And when Annabelle was done, she had some extra yarn. So she knit a sweater for Mars, too, her dog. But there was still extra yarn. And when Annabelle and Mars went for a walk, Nate pointed and laughed and said, "You two look ridiculous." "You're just jealous," said Annabelle. "No, I'm not," said Nate. But it turned out he was. So what did she do? She made Nate and his dog a sweater. And even after she'd made a sweater for Nate and his dog and for herself and for Mars, she still had extra yarn. At school, Annabelle's classmates could not stop talking about her sweater. "Quiet!" shouted Mr. Norman. "Quiet, everyone! Annabelle, that sweater of yours is a terrible distraction. I cannot teach with everyone turning around to look at you." "Well, then I'll knit one for everyone," Annabelle said, "so they won't have to turn around." "Impossible," said Mr. Norman. "You can't." But it turned out she could, and she did, even for Mr. Norman. And when she was done, Annabelle still had extra yarn. So she knit sweaters for her mom and her dad, and for Mr. Pendleton and Mrs. Pendleton, and for Dr. Palmer, and for little Louie. She made sweaters for everyone, except Mr. Crabtree, who never wore sweaters or even long pants, and who would stand in his shorts with the snow up to his knees. "No sweater for me, thanks," said Mr. Crabtree. So she made Mr. Crabtree a hat. And even then, Annabelle still had extra yarn. She made sweaters for all the dogs and all the cats and for other animals too. Look at this, a bear, a rabbit. Soon, people thought, soon Annabelle will run out of yarn. But it turned out she didn't. So Annabelle made sweaters for things that didn't even wear sweaters. A mailbox, a birdhouse, a regular house. Oh my goodness, things began to change in that little town. Annabelle's made a sweater for every house. News spread of this remarkable girl who never ran out of yarn. And people came to visit from all around the world to see all the sweaters and to shake Annabelle's hand. One day, an archduke who was very fond of his clothes sailed across the sea and demanded to see Annabelle. He looks a bit grouchy to me. "Little girl," said the archduke, "I would like to buy that miraculous box of yarn, and I am willing to offer you $1 million. "No, thank you," said Annabelle, who was knitting a sweater for a pickup truck. The archduke's mustache twitched. $2 million, he said. Annabelle shook her head. "No, thanks." $10 million, shouted the archduke. "Take it or leave it." "Leave it," said Annabelle. "I won't sell the yarn." And she didn't. So that night, the Archduke hired 3 robbers to break into Annabelle's house, and they stole the box and took it to the Archduke, who set off across the snow and sailed over the sea back to his castle. The Archduke put on his favorite song and sat in his best chair. Then he took out the box and lifted its lid, and he looked inside. Oh my goodness, is anything in that box? No, nothing. His mustache quivered, it shivered, it trembled. The Archduke hurled the box out the window and shouted, "Little girl, I curse you with my family's curse. You will never be happy again." But look where it landed. On a little piece of ice. And it's floating. And it's floating. Who's that? Annabelle. But it turned out she was happy, because look at what she's knitting. Tree sweaters. Oh my goodness. I have never heard of a ball of yarn not running out. That would be amazing. Amazing for knitters like me. Extra yarn. There was a lot of extra yarn in that ball. Wow. Now, we should do some printing. Let's do some printing together. Do you have a marker or a pencil or a crayon? How about some paper? Do you have any of those things ready? Good. Because it's time to do our printing. I have my whiteboard. Let's print some capital letter Y's. So we talked about it for a minute. Let's see. You make a small straight line in and another small straight line in, and they meet at the bottom, kind of like a V, and then, a straight line down like that. A capital letter Y. Let's do that again. A small straight line, a small straight line, so they meet in the middle, and a straight line down. Capital letter Y. Good job. I love a letter with straight lines, don't you? I do. Let's turn our paper over and make some lowercase letter Y's. Now this is how Mrs. Ransom does it. I make a small straight line like that, and then I make a long straight line like that. But if you think about the line of your paper being right here, like that, okay? So that this tail part goes below the line if you have paper with lines on it. Otherwise, we'll make a small straight line in and a longer straight line down like that. Let's make another one. A small straight line in and another straight line. That's a bit of a crooked line. My lowercase y's. Uppercase y's, lowercase y's. Uppercase, lowercase. Such good printing today. And you know what? We are so close to being done the ABCs. We only have one more letter, letter Z. Then we'll have done the whole alphabet. We are terrific. You are terrific. Great job. Now, I think it's time to sing those ABCs. Should we sing them together? Let's sing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Fun. Nice to sing with you today. Let's sing them again. Let's sing those ABCs the way that I like to sing them at the library ABCs. But we have to pat our legs. Can you get your hands? And pat our legs in a rhythm all together at the same time. Are you ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E. The library's the place to be. F, G, H-I-J. Reading, reading every day. K, L, M, N, O. Reading helps your brain to grow. P, Q, R, S, T. Stories are for you and me. U, V, W, X, Y. All kinds of books for you to try. Z, 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 Z. Read and read and read, I said. It's a great day to read a story. Maybe you will read a story at your house today. And you will look for the letter Y. Sometimes the letter Y is at the beginning of a word, but it's one of those letters that sometimes is in the middle and sometimes is at the end of a word as well. So you have to look around and see what you see. That would be fun to do today. Now it's time to say goodbye. Do you have your thumbs attached to your hands? Got them? Can you hide them so I can't see them? And let's sing. Where is my thumb? Where is my thumb? Here I am. Here I am. Did you have a good time? Yes, I had a good time. Time to go. Hide away. Where is my hand? Where is my hand? Here I am. Here I am. It's time to wave goodbye now. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye now. I'll see you next time at Storytime. And I will see you again in a few days when we'll talk about the very last letter, the letter Z. But until then, I want you to remember to be kind to each other and to wash your hands. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.